The age of the universe. Revisions. Look up at the night sky. What do you see? A static, eternal tapestry? A clockwork of ancient lights, cold and distant? We've been told a story, a grand, sweeping narrative of the cosmos, that our universe is 13.8 billion years old. A number so vast, so incomprehensible, it feels less like a measurement and more like a scripture. It's written in textbooks, etched into the consciousness of our species. It's the bedrock of our cosmic origin story. But what if that bedrock is shifting? What if the very age of our universe is a revision in progress? Welcome, travelers. Today, we are not just looking at stars. We are peering into the very heart of cosmic time, and we are discovering that the universe is playing a beautiful, complex, and perhaps even a mischievous game with us. We are living in the age of cosmic revisions. Imagine for a moment that the universe is not a simple, expanding bubble. Imagine it is a living, breathing entity, a great cosmic consciousness. And we, with our telescopes and our satellites, are like children just learning to read its thoughts. For decades, we thought we had deciphered one fundamental word, its age, 13.8 billion years. This number came from what we might call the universe's first memory, the afterglow of the Big Bang, the cosmic microwave background, a fossil of light that permeates all of space. By reading the patterns in this ancient light, like a seer reading tea leaves, we calculated the timeline. It was elegant, it was consistent, it felt true. But the cosmos, it seems, adores a good mystery. A shadow began to creep in from the edges of our perception. We started measuring the universe in a different way, not by its ancient birth cry, but by watching its present, local behavior. We looked at the pulsating hearts of variable stars. We observed the cataclysmic deaths of white dwarf stars and distant galaxies. We measured how fast the galaxies are rushing away from us in the great, dark ocean of space. This is what we call the local measurement. The universe as it is now, in our own cosmic neighborhood. And the two numbers didn't match. The local measurements suggest a universe that is younger, more vibrant, and expanding faster than the ancient fossil light would have us believe. We're not talking about a small rounding error. This is a fundamental tension, a cosmic discrepancy. Scientists call it the Hubble Tension. I like to call it the universe's great contradiction. It's as if we found two scrolls from the same ancient civilization. One, written at its founding, describes a kingdom that should be a certain size. The other, written by scribes living in that kingdom today, describes a land that is significantly larger and growing faster than the founding scroll allows. One of these scrolls must be wrong, or perhaps we're simply misreading them. So, what does this mean? For science, it's a crisis, a beautiful, glorious crisis. Because crises are where paradigms shatter and new realities are born. But for us, the cosmic dreamers, it means something far more profound. It means our universe might be stranger, more mystical, more alive with possibility than we ever dared to imagine. Let's explore the whispers from the void, the potential answers to this great contradiction. First whisper, the phantom of the cosmos. What if the universe is filled with something we cannot see, cannot touch, but whose ghostly presence is altering the very fabric of space-time itself? We already know of dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating the expansion of the cosmos. But what if dark energy itself is evolving? What if it's not a constant, gentle push, but a dynamic, changing force? A phantom energy that grew stronger in the recent cosmic past, giving the expansion an extra, unexpected kick? This would make the local universe seem younger and more frantic, because its expansion history has been rewritten by this spectral presence. It's as if a silent, invisible wind has filled the sails of the cosmos, speeding up its journey in ways the ancient light couldn't predict. Second whisper, the mirror universe. This one is truly mind-bending. What if our universe, in its earliest moments, did not behave as we think it did? What if, before the first tick of the cosmic clock, there was a shadowy mirror phase, a period of exotic physics, of a different kind of dark energy, or even matter, that left a hidden imprint? This early dark energy would have subtly altered the conditions of the infant universe, changing how we interpret its first memory. The fossil light we see would be telling us a story that's slightly skewed, because the initial conditions themselves were alien. It's like trying to judge the age of a tree by its rings, but not knowing that a strange, magical fertilizer altered the spacing of those rings in its first year of life. The tree itself is younger, but its rings tell an older, distorted story. Third whisper, we are the anomaly. This is perhaps the most humbling and the most mystical of all. Our measurements rely on a fundamental assumption that the universe is, on the largest scales, uniform, the same in all directions, a cosmic principle of mediocrity. But what if it's not? What if our corner of the cosmos, the vast region we can observe, is special? What if we live in a cosmic void, a giant bubble of lower than average density? In such a place, gravity's pull would be weaker, and the local expansion would be faster, like a boat caught in a swift current. Our measurements would show a younger, faster universe, not because the whole cosmos is that way, but because our window is looking out from a unique and atypical balcony. We wouldn't be the center of the universe, but we might be living in a quiet, underpopulated suburb, misjudging the hustle and bustle of the entire metropolis. Do you see the magic here? We are not just correcting a number in a database. We are being invited to reimagine reality itself. We are being asked to consider that the cosmos is populated with phantom energies, that its infancy was stranger than we dreamed, and that our place within it might be uniquely privileged to see this very contradiction. This isn't a failure of science. This is science at its most sublime. It is the process of the universe revealing its deeper layers of complexity, its hidden dimensions of wonder. For centuries, we thought the heavens were perfect and unchanging. Then, we learned they evolve, they live, and they die. Now, we are learning that the timeline of that cosmic life story is a fluid, dynamic, and debated thing. The age of the universe is not a fact carved in stone. It is a living story, being written and rewritten with every new observation. With the James Webb Space Telescope peering back to the very first galaxies, we are getting front row seats to this revision. We are watching the cosmic scribes at work, and they are currently arguing over the script. This is our new mythology, not of gods on Mount Olympus, but of forces and fields and fundamental truths that are just beyond our grasp. The 13.8 billion year story is the old myth, a beautiful one, but one that is now giving way to something richer, something stranger. We are witnessing the universe shed its skin. And this leads to the biggest question of all. If we can be so flexible about the age of the entire cosmos, what does that mean for our understanding of reality on other levels? If time itself is so pliable, so open to interpretation, what other certainties are waiting to be revised? This is a journey I explore deeply in my book, Holographic Multiverse. We go beyond the age of the universe and dive into the truly breathtaking idea that our reality, with its 3 dimensions of space and 1 of time, might be a projection from a distant, 2-dimensional surface, that everything we see and feel is a magnificent cosmic hologram. If the universe's age is a story we're still writing, then its very solidity might be the next illusion to fall. The link to get your copy is in the description below. It's a guidebook to the next layer of the mystery. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, I want you to feel something different. Don't just see an ancient, cold void. See a living, breathing, debating cosmos. A universe that is still introducing itself to us. The number 13.8 billion is not a prison. It is a starting point for a conversation that we are all a part of. If this journey into the heart of cosmic uncertainty sparked a sense of wonder for you, if it made the sky feel a little less distant and a lot more magical, then do me a favor. Like this video. It tells the algorithm that you're a fellow traveler, a cosmic dreamer. Subscribe to the channel because we have only just begun to scratch the surface of the universe's greatest mysteries. And I want you with me for the next revelation. And most importantly, comment below. What do you think is the answer to the great contradiction? Do you lean towards the phantom energy, the mirror universe, or the idea that we live in a cosmic bubble? I read every single one. This is not a monologue. It's a dialogue. A dialogue across the vast expanse of space and time about the very nature of the reality we all share. Until next time, keep looking up. But remember, you're not just looking at history. You're looking at a story that is still being told. A story whose timeline is being revised right before our very eyes.